Remedy's own Sam Lake confirms Death Stranding dares to push the boundaries. Microsoft CEO wants xCloud to be the Netflix of gaming. Rogue One writer says canceled Star Wars game would have been like Uncharted. Ubisoft apologizes for sending your character to a conversion camp. Disney has a streaming service launching pretty soon. They've lost $1 billion. Soulja Boy does more stupid
All right, let's go.
Hope you get banned on Twitch.
Why you gotta say hurtful things?
This is the KO show.
This is not a KO show. This is a hurtful show. You want to get me banned on Twitch?
If you got banned on Twitch, what would you do with your life?
I mean, I do stuff around like outside of Twitch right now, like freelance and stuff. So I'll be fine. No, I'm just kidding. No, I wouldn't.
Death Stranding dares to push the boundaries, according to Remedy's Sam Lake, with quote, and I said, he has an inspiration talking about Hideo Kojima. Dares to push boundaries. It's been wonderful to be able to compare notes. Happy and honored to call him a friend. So he's giving Hideo Kojima a lot of praise here. Johnny, you good with Death Stranding pushing boundaries?
How can you put the banner? You're a delivery boy.
All right, I'm a delivery boy.
I'm sorry. I'm not like being excited for this game. Ever since we find out that we're a delivery boy. It's like Philip J. Fry. All you want to do, not be a delivery boy, and then you find out he's a delivery boy again in the future. It's like...
So clearly you're not.
No, I'm sorry.
Personally, I'm good with them pushing boundaries because that tells me that there's more to see in the game than just the quote-unquote delivery boy approach that you think the game.
That's all they showed in gameplay. All right, I'm sorry. That's all they showed.
I understand that, but we haven't seen everything of the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You can only judge up to this point what they've shown, and you know, of course, if we see delivery, that's what we're thinking. But we don't know exactly what the plot of the game is. We don't know what the story is. We just know that we get confused every time we see a trailer. Maybe we'll see another trailer. We'll get confused in a different way. Maybe it'll be a delivery boy with a spaceship. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
He's delivering a baby. To be fair, I'm judging it what they showed us, guys. I'm not judging the whole game.
With that in your mind, guys, we're gonna move on to the next bit or not. Ubisoft apologizes for forcing your Assassin's Creed Odyssey character into a straight relationship. Just for a little backstory here, Ubisoft released that you could do anything in this game and be anyone you wanted. And then they had forced people into a straight relationship, and they wanted an apology from Ubisoft. The community wanted this. Johnny, go ahead and go ahead and tell me your thoughts. You good with this or not?
No, I'm not good with this. I don't think Ubisoft had to apologize because this was a DLC story kind of thing. It's a DLC. It was not part of the main game. It's cool that you could be, you know, gay, straight. It's all power too. You know, like that's really cool, right? But for making a story DLC and like sort of like the straight kind of thing, what's the big deal? It's a DLC. It's a story. They want to go with that way. It's their game. They created it. They could do whatever they want with it, right? I understand that. While we could be anything we want in the main game, but not the DLC. It's not to make like a big message or anything like that. This is the way they want to do it. That's what will fit the character more. Yeah, I don't feel like they had to apologize for it. It was their game, their creation, their story.
I think I'm good with the apology because I feel like they kind of advertise it in a way that you should be able to do whatever you want. You ended up doing something that only they wanted, so I kind of see their point where they're coming from. I think it was a good move on Ubisoft's part to just not even try and fight it or give excuses. Just make the apology, make your intentions clear, which is what they did, and you can move forward from this. I'm good with the apology just because it gets them out of a sticky situation that, you know, that they kind of created. They kind of put this on themselves in a way. So next, good or not, Rogue One writer says that the canceled Star Wars game that is coming out, I had no idea that was even in development, honestly, would have been like Uncharted. It's a bold claim to make. Johnny, you good with an Uncharted type Star Wars game?
Yeah, I would have been good with it. It would have been a very fresh start for a Star Wars franchise and games. Instead of like getting away from the Battlefront kind of thing, it would have been like an adventure. I mean, when's the last time you have an adventure game since Star Wars Unleashed? There's a lot of potential in Star Wars in the world to do so many storylines. It got canceled. It really does suck.
I think that this is a good alternative to, instead of making those side movies every year, why not just make fantastic single player story type games that are focused on those Star Wars stories that they were going to produce into movies? Because now you don't have too much of a risk in the gaming world when you do all this. Everything costs a little less in a way. You can do all the stories that you want to do instead of putting the risk out there that this movie will fail or not fail. You leave it up to the gamer to decide if this is a good game or not. And that's an attractive experience, different way they can approach like story storytelling moving forward for all their side movies that they want to do. To say Uncharted, it's like one of the top franchises of all time. The storytelling, the graphics, the gameplay, everything about Uncharted is just so deep and luscious. To compare that to a Star Wars game, like, that really disappoints me that they decided to drop this project. So I'm not good with dropping the project.
Right, yeah, because I feel like this game could have been like a Star Wars Bounty Hunter, like a venture kind of shooting game. And that game got really big praise, you know, it wasn't a bad game. With the new technology, Star Wars Bounty Hunter or something like that, Boba Fett, big missed opportunity.
Next, good or not, Disney's already losing over $1 billion in streaming service.
Which is not even
Johnny,
been
I had
released.
no idea this existed, like, that it was out until today. Johnny, you good or not with Disney losing $1 billion?
Yeah, give us Daredevil back. Haha.
Hold up. What? Wait a minute. Wait, what? Didn't you say something different like 2 weeks ago?
Johnny, you good with the fans trying to save Daredevil from Netflix/Marvel canceling the show?
No, I'm not good with it. It's time to move on. Marvel started their own service, and Netflix is like, we're ready to move on to new, different projects.
Y'all saw that, right? Let's go back to the video. Let's go back.
Disney. Aha, karma. Just kidding.
Can't blame Netflix. They're not responsible for this. Okay, you're not good with this. I'm not good with it either. But I'm not good with the whole thing, the whole idea of a Disney streaming service. There was no marketing done for this. I mean, I'm sure there was, but there wasn't enough marketing done for this. I had no idea about it. I'm not saying I'm an important person or anything. If I don't know about it, you probably haven't marketed that much. Everyone's heard of YouTube, Amazon, Google, Hulu, Netflix. Everyone heard of that. I don't think a lot of people even know that Disney had a streaming service. They've lost $1 billion. I'm happy. It's karma for taking all the entertainment and then having no marketability to market your entertainment. How is that possible?
Warner Brothers is actually doing better things with their properties than Disney right now. With their streaming service, and they're like they had a good start with the movie with Aquaman. I mean, what's going on, Disney?
The problem is they have acquired too many assets to really think and say like which one are viable and which one are not. Where do we market? What's our demographic? Do we still have the Disney Channel? Do we still have ABC? Do we still have ESPN? Do we still have all these
Fox.
different streaming services? Of course you do. You have too much, Disney. So now you're starting to lose sight about what's important. Wreck-It Ralph, big important movie. What about the everything else? The first I've heard of it. I haven't seen no commercials. I've seen no internet advertisements whatsoever. I'm gonna wrap it up with this. Nintendo has a Nintendo Direct 3 or 4 times a year, plus E3. Disney, it's time to get a Disney Direct. We need some information, Disney. Please help us out. Next, good or nah, Microsoft CEO wants xCloud to be the Netflix of gaming, and that they have a subscription service just like anybody else would have. They want to work with PC and console gaming into this service, which is reminiscent of a thing called OnLive, which was kind of the same thing, but it was just PC. Johnny, are you good with a cloud gaming service to come back? Because this has already happened before.
Isn't that similar to the Xbox too? What they're doing with their games?
This is that.
That is that? Okay, I wasn't sure. Oh yeah, it's Microsoft. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, I was confused because I heard xCloud. I'm like, what the fuck is xCloud? Like,
That's Project xCloud.
oh, okay. Why the fuck am I in the xCloud? Like, I don't. Okay.
Xbox, xCloud, cloud gaming. That's very easy to put the two together.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Why not? Seriously, I don't own an Xbox. Good for them.
I'm not good with this, and the reason why I'm not good with this is because PlayStation has their own PlayStation Now service. Does the exact same thing, doesn't do anything for the gaming industry. Future is to make the devices smaller and portable, or bigger and portable in Nintendo Switch's case. I don't see this working out for Microsoft in any way. I don't see it working out for gaming in any way. People don't like to not physically own their games, and if you put them in digitally, at least it's on the hard drive. This is still going to be on a server, and it's not going to run natively on your machine. The majority wants to own their games in some physical form or some digital form, and that's not going to happen with this service. I don't think it's going to work.
Or Microsoft, or you can make better games. I think that's what you should focus on, Microsoft.
Shots fired here on the KO show this week.
I'm just
Next
saying.
week, copy strike from Microsoft.
Hey, that's why nobody wants to buy an Xbox. That's why you still have Xbox like on sale for $200, but nobody's buying that.
There's
That's
no
why,
bias in that voice at all.
No, nobody's buying it. That's not biased fact. That's why they still have that price fact, and then PS4 has sold out. Just
All
saying.
right, with Johnny's bias on that, we're gonna move on to our last good or not. And it's
Facts
kind of
cannot be biased.
here. Soulja Boy's latest sketchy console looks like a PS Vita. In fact, it looks just like a PS Vita, like straight architectural rip. In addition to that, Fortnite will not be coming on the Soulja Boy console, according to Epic Games.
They had to make a statement.
Johnny, you go with another Soulja clone, and also Epic Games firmly saying that they don't want Fortnite on their machine.
I own that clone. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show this on video. Hold on, let me get it real quick. My cousin bought a clone PSP without my knowledge, right? I got my money back with that, but I still have it. It's like right here. It's like,
You know, I actually own a real PS Vita. You bastard.
I don't want this shit. I don't want Soulja Boy shit either. Like,
I don't want
that. Like, who wants
drop
that?
off at your house in a baby
Seriously.
carriage. I don't want to hear that.
Seriously.
Well, Johnny already has a Soulja console, so he's proud and happy and good with all of this.
There's some bullshit.
To speak about Epic Games and Fortnite, I think that's hilarious that they made that statement. I think they're having a little bit of fun with the press that's going on with this. Soulja Boy does this with the gaming industry. Epic Games is very smart here. They're just trying to basically get in front of any kind of news before Soulja Boy announces Fortnite is coming to my Soulja console.
This is CNN breaking news.
Can I say something? It's actually breaking news. Soulja Boy's website has been hacked. I'm literally trying to get on right now on Soulja Boy. It's been hacked and it's offline right now. it's offline right now. I'm literally on the website. Ooh, something went wrong. What happened? This job is unavailable.
Anything that happens in Soulja Boy's like name is funny. Everything. We're done with this week's episode on the Good or Nah KO show every Sunday of the week.
Wait, I thought you were gonna release it on Monday.
We didn't release it on Monday last week, so
That's your fault, not my fault.
is it?
You don't want to edit.
Johnny is so mean. He's meaner than a wet panther. He's like a snake slithering in the grass. Why Johnny always have his knickers in a knot? Oh Lord, I feel as poor as a church mouse. Johnny, you're lying like a no-legged dog. Johnny, why are you as whinny as a sack full of farts? I reckon there's a tree stump in Louisiana swamp that has a higher IQ than you, Johnny. But don't get me wrong, brother. Everybody loves your laugh. At least you got that.
Shout outs to our subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel.
Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy's not subscribed.
Oh, he will now.
Comment on the video if you enjoyed it.
Why are you sounding so disappointed?
Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it.
Don't dislike it. It hurt my feelings.
And we'll see you next week
Or will I?
on the Good or Nah.
I'll probably be dead.
Bye-bye.